Welcome home, Angel, and welcome to Talks with Ty, the podcast. It's your girl, Ty, and I thank you so much for checking us out. Listen, join us weekly as we discuss all things life. You heard it right, and I mean life, adult life, that is. We're going into season 3, 2024, and we're excited about everything that we have coming to you this season. Join us as we are live interacting with family, friends, guys, girls, talking about everything life brings. Make sure that you're following us on our social media outlets on TikTok at TalksWitTy the podcast, Facebook at TalksWitTy, and Instagram at TalksWitTy_. I look forward to seeing you. Come on in the room and let's talk about it. It's your girl, Ty. I'll catch you in the next episode.
Out with the old, in with the new car, new crib, new nigga too. Life moves so fast, let go of the past, love a little more, cherish what you have. When the clock strikes 12, hold your glasses high, make a wish and blow it to the sky. It's gonna be the best year of your life, best year of your life, best year of your life. La 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 la, la 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 la. La 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 la, la 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 la. Okay.
Respect me. Call it just like I see. You gotta respect me. If you want to be with me, you gotta respect me. Anytime see me, she better respect me. It's gonna be what it's gonna be, cause you're gonna respect me. Bring it on or let it be. You don't wanna test me. Pay my dues off in these streets. Respect me. Act a fool out in these streets, cause they gonna respect me. You best to R-E-S-P-E, respect me. R-E-S-P-E, respect me. R-E-S-P-E, respect me.
R-E-S-P-E, respect me. Run it back, Kaya, for the one time.
Respect me. Call it just like I see. You gotta respect me. If you want to be with me, you gotta respect me. Anytime see me, she better respect me. It's gonna be what it's gonna be, cause you're gonna respect me. Bring it on or let it be. You don't wanna test me. Pay my dues off in these streets. Respect me. Act a fool out in these streets, cause they gonna respect me. You best to R-E-S-P-E, respect me. R-E-S-P-E, respect me. R-E-S-P-E, respect me.
You best to R-E-S-P-E, respect me. R-E-S-P-E. Kaya wasn't playing. Man, y'all already know what time it is. What it do? Welcome back to Talks with Ty, the podcast. It's me, your girl Ty, and I am so happy that you came back. I am going to be so upset if I am lagging. And I think that I am lagging, okay? This internet, count your days. Get it together. I pay too much money. Anyway, welcome to another episode of Soulful Sundays. Today is Sunday, August the 11th of 2024. And I am happy to be here. Doesn't matter how we feel. God is still and always ready to be praised. Amen. Come on in the room and let's talk about it. It's your girl Ty, and I am so happy that you came back. Okay? How y'all feeling this Sunday? Listen, we made it through another week. All right, go ahead and put some ones in the chat so I can see who up in here tonight. We gon' let me put the title in the banner because I ain't do that. I'm running late today. My baby is home. Okay, he's staying with me. He starts school tomorrow, so I was on mommy duties. Okay, so
I'm running a little behind. I know I like to come in here at 9 sharp, but I got to get my life together so the lives and everything can do what it needs to do. You know what I'm saying? I can't be going through this. So let me get the title up in here so we can have that. This is not going to be a long Soulful Sundays tonight, but I do want to plant this seed because y'all know that's what we do here. Okay? We plant seeds. Before I go any further, I want to give a shout out to 2 people. Okay? I want to give a shout out to Tamika. I love you. This is my youngest son's godmother. You are the GOAT. You are everything. I just appreciate you. Okay. May God continue to cover, keep, and just protect and adore you. All right. Like just give you everything that you want in this lifetime. I pray that you get. I appreciate you so much. I love you, friend. The second person is my youngest son's father. Now, I talk about a lot of stuff up here. Okay. This does not just deal with my marriage. Y'all, I'm 40 years old. My son's father is not the first man that I've been with, and he is probably not going to be the last. Okay? So what I talk about are things that I grow through, because that's what we do here. No matter what, we keep growing through. All right. So let me just put that disclaimer out there. This is my show. This is from my perspective. It's not always right. I am not always right. I'm just telling you how I've dealt with things or how I wish I would have dealt with things, knowing what I know now. This show is about me telling you life experiences so you don't have to go through what I go through. I'm never going to sit up here and not tell you the right thing to do from my perspective. Am I making sense? So if I tell you to walk away, it's because I was in a situation and I didn't walk away from it. And maybe I wish I had, or maybe I know that if I did, my circumstances could have been different. You know what I mean? I'm in a different space today. So I do speak on things in my past, present, and my future. All right. So before I go further, I just wanted to say shout out to my youngest son's father. He is an amazing dad. Like, hands down. And just seeing him be a father, seeing how him and my son's dynamic is, has truly been a blessing. Like just watching them over the past 7 days, how they communicate, how much my son loves his dad. Like I never really got to see that. So it speaks volumes of my son's posture and how he is and how he responds and just his thought process and just how he's matured being in his father's care. So shout out to you, Charles. I appreciate you. Thank you for all that you do and all that you continue to do for our son. Okay. And things that you've done to help me since being here. You are appreciated. So I just wanted to do that. I like to give flowers where flowers are due. Okay. Yeah. And that's just that. So I just wanted to get that out there. Shout out to my friends. I know I talked about this in my last episode. Like get you a team of people who can stand up. You know what I mean? It's rough. It's rough out here. And we're going to talk a little bit tonight about something that a season that I'm currently in my life and how I'm realizing how to differentiate these two things. So we're going to get into it, but without further ado, y'all already know what time it is. Let's start the show. Yeah, let's do that. Let's cue the intro. Let me see your hands. Wave them at them bitches hating on you with their plans. You got it. All right, let's cue the intro. We don't have a Taj Jeweler today because I didn't get up to do it, but we're going to have them all week this week. Okay, we will have one for Mindful Mondays, Tuesday. Just keep showing up. Like, That's the jewel of the day for today. Like I said, this is not going to be a long Soulful Sundays, but we're going to go ahead and get into the conversation. Assigned or attached? Are they assigned or attached? They ain't hear me. Say one more time. Are they
assigned or attached? Let's talk about it.
okay? Let's start off with some definitions tonight. Y'all know I like to go on a good old Google because I don't want to be saying stuff the wrong way. So let's go to Google and let's look up assigned or assignments. We can look up assignments. Okay, let's talk about it. Assignment. All right. This is the definition from Oxford Languages on Google. Assignment, a noun. Okay. Assignment, a task or piece of work. I'm going to say that one more time. A task or a piece of work assigned to someone as a part of a job or a course of study. The attribution of someone or something as belonging. Okay. The assignment of individuals to particular social platforms. A homework assignment. All right. Let's see what assigned, if it's a big difference in definition here. Assigned. Oh no, that's assigned. Past tense. So assigned will be in the past tense. Allocate, job, or duty. Designate or set something aside for. Designate. Ooh, this is good. Or set something aside for a specific purpose. Right? Assign. Assign. All right. Let's talk about. Let's look up attachment. Right? Or attached. Or attachment. Yeah. ATT. Attach. All right. Fasten. Join. All right. Let's look up attachment. Attachment, a noun, an extra part. An extra part or extension that is or can be attached to something to perform a particular function. And then the second definition is saying affection, fondness, or sympathy of someone or something. You know, she felt a sentimental attachment to the place. So are they assigned or are they attached? Are they the work? Or are they the extension that can be detached? Let's talk about it. Okay? Let's talk about it. When we talk about people, right, and y'all know I only talk about things that I'm currently going through. Okay? So I'm currently growing through this. I'm currently going through this, figuring out people who are in my life on assignment and who are in my life on attachment. Right now, I'm in a season where it doesn't matter how I feel. I'm always in that season. God is still worthy to be praised. Amen. But I'm in a space where I'm in a valley. And I don't mind being in valleys. I used to get sad and upset and angry and frustrated and wonder why me. But I know, see, when I'm in them valleys, I know it's something I'm about to get. So I don't mind. I make sure that while I'm there, I'm attentive. My third eye is open. I'm open to receive whatever it is that God has for me. I've learned how to do that because I get better in my valleys. When I'm on the mountaintops, I appreciate, but when I'm in my valleys, I get better. And so a better side of me always comes out on the other end. So I've learned how to appreciate my valleys as much as I do my mountaintops. So right now I am in a valley, and I'm not afraid to say that. Definitely in a growing season. Definitely in a push through. So I don't have time for extra weight. I don't have time for things to be attached to me that aren't a part of the work. Assignments only for the rest of 2024. That's where I'm at. So you got to be a part of the work. And one thing that I'm learning right now is that how to differentiate. I'm learning how to differentiate between assignments and attachments, because just as much as people can attach to you, they can detach. If the weight is dead, if the extension is not for the benefit, if it's just if the attachment, like when you attach a piece to something, right? If it doesn't help make that piece better, or if it's not an extension that's going to elevate it or bring it to its full capacity, make it work properly, then it's just in the way. You know, I don't want a phone and have a bunch of attachments that I can't use on my phone. I'm not going to have things that are in the way on my phone. I need my phone, right? So when I think about my computer, right, I can buy 1,000,001 attachments for a computer, but I need things to make whatever it is that I'm trying to do on my computer. It needs to make those things better. I need it to work for me. I don't need it to work against me. I just don't need things attached to my computer just in the way. Okay? So I'm not in a season of attachments. I'm in a season that you got to be assigned. And how I am learning if you are assigned or not is very, very simple, right? And I'm talking about this because I hope it helps somebody. Assigned people bring out the God in you. It's that simple. If you have people in your life and you are questioning whether or not they're your lifetime or your seasonal, check you. What do you do when you're around? Do you experience anxiety? Are you frustrated? Are you upset? Are you angry? What happens to you when you're around those people? And this is the caveat to that. The only way for you to really figure out if they're assigned or attached to you is by knowing yourself. The only way to know yourself is to spend time with God. Because when you spend time with God, He shows you who you are. I hope I'm not moving too fast. Which brings me to the importance of solitude. Getting to know you. See, I talk about a lot of different topics on this show, but I promise you, if you listen, I got you. And I ain't talking about nothing I ain't been through. No matter how anybody that watches my platform feel, no matter what you know about me, what you think you know about me, I'm telling you who I am today. Be around me long enough and you're going to see. You have got to, in order for you to become the best version of yourself, greater is He that dwells in you. Straight like that. no chase. The only way for you to become the best version of yourself is to spend time with God, because only then you learn yourself. If you think about your worst season, just think about however old you are, just think about your worst season. At some point, you have spent some type of time with God and He showed you everything that you need to see, or He's taught you anything that you need to know. It's when you're not spending time with Him when the storm comes in. And it's not that it only happens when you're not spending time with Him, it's that you feel it differently when you're not spending time with Him. See, the storm still happens. Oh, the storm don't stop because you choosing God. You still gonna go through the storm, but it's how you go through it that changes. So I come up here to tell you tonight, you will never know if a person is assigned or attached to you if you don't know you. Number one, the only way for you to know you is to spend time with God. You got to figure that out. It's 2024. I'm not here to tell you to be Christian and do all that. Ain't what I'm here to tell you to do. But what I am here to tell you to do is that if what you're doing isn't working, then you have got to do something different. And if you tried all these other things, why not? Why not just you ain't even got to take 30 days. Give them a good 7. You and God, just cut the world off for 7 days. And you and God. And I promise you, you're going to come out of that thing different than what you went in. And then and only then are you going to start to see the things that you need to see. So that piece to this is extremely important. Knowing you so that the universe can speak to you, so that God can tell you whatever it is that He needs you to know, so that you're aware of this. Because this could be life or death. So it's a person assigned to you or attached to you. And one way that I have figured that out, one way that God has kind of taught me how to figure that out. What do you bring out in me? Do you bring out the God in me? Or do you bring out something else? And bringing out the God in me doesn't always mean making me feel warm and fuzzy. Bringing out the God in me could be challenging me to do a level of work that I need to do. It could be challenging me to help you. It's bigger than what you think it is. But when you know, you know. Bringing out the God in me sometimes looks like me constantly letting you know how real God is. You could be so troubled and heavy, it could drive me crazy. But I have no choice but to tell you how good God is. You bring out the God in me. You bringing out the God in me could tell me, holding me accountable. You say you weren't going to do that while you're doing that. I'm talking about those type of people, bringing out the God in you, making you do the work, pushing you closer to God. When I look at attachments normally come with having something in common. We might go to the same school. We might go to the same church. We might go to the same gym. We might be friends. We might have mutual friends. Our kids could play sports together, right? Those are things that you have in common. But just because we have things in common does not mean that you're assigned to my life. Having something in common could be having a child. Maybe that's our common denominator. that doesn't mean that you're my assignment. We're just attached. Children become adults. Life goes on. I think that trouble happens in relationships when we take people who we may have or may be attached to and try to make them our assignment. Everything ain't for you to do the work on. Another thing I'm learning in this walk, everything that's wrong isn't for me to fix. It's just not. And sometimes that's hard for me because when I can't show up for myself or I can't show up for other people, it's frustrating to me. But everything is not for me to fix. I don't have to give my 2 cents on everything. I don't have to have a comment on everything. All I have to do is live the way that I'm supposed to be living, and the people who are assigned to me will see. I don't have to tell you that I'm different. I don't have to tell you, oh, I've changed. I don't have to tell you I'm not the same Takia that I used to be. Well, I know that that's facts. But if you are blessed enough to be an assignment to me, you will see that. You'll get to know that I'm not the same person that I used to be. It's only when you're attached that you think that you know something. You got to be careful with these attachments. Sometimes these attachments need to be detached. The part might be old. It need to go. Sometimes it might need to be replaced. For real. Like all this, this no new friends and no crew. You listen. You better watch it. Some people are attached to you, but they are not your assignment. And I have learned to, whatever's attached to me, understand that attachment and its purpose. I'm going to say that one more time. Understand that attachment and its purpose, because attachments should have a purpose. Now, if you got something attached to you, you don't have no purpose, you got to shake that thing on off. Break it off at the joint. But they should be purposeful, right? And when it's time to let go or that season has changed, just remove, do what you got to do. Sometimes we stay longer than what we're supposed to. Then you wonder why you're going through hell. That's why I say walk away. I don't say walk away because I get up here and I'm trying to tell you, oh, be this Miss Perfect, or present myself like I'm perfect. If you don't walk away, you're going to cause yourself and someone else an immense amount of pain. God, we try to hold on to things that God himself is trying to tear us from. We get ourselves in situations that we had no business being in the first place. And then we crying and wonder why we're going through what we're going through. I'm telling you because I've been through it. And this is no shot, no nothing to nobody. I mean, if the shoe fit, word, whatever, that's you. They ain't got nothing to do with me. But I'm telling you, holding on to things that are not meant for you to hold on to will only cause further delay in you getting where you need to go. Dead weight. Especially if you are in a valley season. Especially if you sitting in that slope. You don't need no dead weight when you sitting in that slope because you're trying to get up out of that thing. It's too much bad weight. You're not going to be able to get out of it. You can't carry everybody and everything. You got to take some of them attachments off. Get the work that God has for you, the assignments, put them in your backpack because you got work to do, and climb on up that ladder and get on up out of there. You trying to hold on to all these attachments and all this mess you done picked up along the way. Put it down. Put it down. It's not even useful right now. Just set it, put it where you got it from. Take it back. Take it back to wherever you got it from. It wasn't even for you to pick up, but I guess you felt like you needed it at the time. That sometimes our attachments don't even be seasoned. It ain't even got nothing to do with what God got on in our life. We just see it. It might look pretty. We want to pick it up and hold it and put it. You ain't even supposed to be doing all that. It wasn't even for you to pick up. You were just supposed to admire and keep walking. Oh, but no. We think we know. I think about my relationships with my children's fathers. I have been through, I feel like 2 lifetimes with the both of them. It was 2 periods in my life, 2 different times in my life. And I know what we went through. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I hear some of this stuff out here, and I done been through some stuff, but I take my stuff before I go through anybody else's stuff. You know, and I sometimes think about them and if they were assignments or attachments, because now I'm more mature and I know what I know now, you know. So were they assignments? Did I hold on too long? I mean, were they attachments that I hold on to too long? And I've been through some pain with those gentlemen, but I've also grown with them. You know what I'm saying? And it's a blessing to be able to grow through something with somebody. I know it's people out here who have unfortunately went through pain in relationships with people that they have children with the same as I, but they ain't grew through it. They still walking around mad and holding on to stuff and angry and feeling like the world owed them something. Woo! Good God. I'm just grateful to be in a healthy space with them. I'm grateful to be in a healthy space with myself. I know if it's too much to back up. I know if it's too tense, it's not, this is not where I'm supposed to be. I'm learning how to live differently, for real. I'm learning how to recognize assignments and attachments. I'm learning how to use my attachments for their purpose and when they expire to let them go. I'm learning how not to carry around dead weight because I'm for sure going to have valleys and mountaintops and peaks. But when I'm in them valleys, I can't have too many things attached. I gotta be able to climb the ladder. So I only need the things that's supposed to be in my book bag. You see, I can only carry but so much weight. So the attachments, I gotta let them go. And my stress level is better. I'm not as angry as I used to be. I'm learning me more. I'm learning how to listen to God. A lot of the reason why I'm in this valley is because of me. Ain't got nothing to do with God. It's all me. So, and I'm sitting in this thing. I feel like I need to. I'm getting older. I want to be better. Like I want to do things right. I want to plant good seed. I want to take what I have and use it properly. May not be much, but it's mine. Like valley. It's not dark though. I remember when valleys used to be dark for me. God is real. For real. Like I hated valleys. Now I embrace them. I don't like them, but I embrace them. So figure out, listen, spend time with yourself. And I'm not saying this, spending time with yourself doesn't make you lonely. You know what I'm saying? Like I think people have this perception of, oh, she only saying that. I mean, I've heard people say, like, oh, you only say that because you were single. If you had a dude, I could have a dude. I could have multiple dudes. I'm saying I have been up here on this platform and been dating. Right? And it ain't never changed. Them attachment, you don't sit there and go, that dead weight got to go. I'm telling you, it'll change some things around you. So please don't think that spending time with yourself makes you lonely. Yeah, you're going to be alone. Sometimes you may want somebody, but that don't mean you need them. You don't need everything that you want. Okay? You're going to be looking like me with this belly. All right? You don't need everything that you want. You know, you got to be conscious about what you pick up. It ain't for you. It might not be for you. I don't want touching that, and it ain't for me. I don't want to touch nobody else's stuff. If it's not for me, I don't want it. I only want what is for me.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't want nobody else's stuff. Thank you.
For real, I don't. I only want what's for me. I want whatever is mine to be mine, because you can't have what belong to me. You can't have my stuff. It's mine. Go get your own. You know what I'm saying? So if the things don't belong to me, I don't want them. I don't want them. So it's very important to figure this out. Like, is this a sign to me, or is this something that then attached itself to me? And is it supposed to be here right now? And is it going to serve a purpose? Attachments don't mean bad. Don't get what I'm saying. Attachments do not mean bad, but if something is attached to you and it is not purposeful, get rid of it now. Don't just have stuff attached to you and it ain't serving no purpose. It's just clunky. It's dead way. It's in the way. Straight up. And if I'm in your life and you don't get nothing from me, let me go. Leave me where I stand. I'm not offended. I'm not sad because I understand. I get it. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I'm not supposed to be in everybody's life. I understand that. Like, that's growth. I'm not mad because you don't want to be around me no more. It's cool. My tribe will be okay with being around me. And I'm okay with that. I know if these people are sound or attached to you, don't go another 30 days. Do not go another 30 days trying to figure out if someone or something is your assignment or if they are attached to you. Because attached things can be detached. You don't know how many more Halloweens you have left, how many more Thanksgivings, how many more Christmases. Time is a ticking for us all. Live, love, learn, and no matter what, keep growing through. I'm telling you, it's all a grow through. Nothing happens to you, it happens for you. Get what you need to get and keep pushing. This has been another episode of Soulful Sundays. Y'all like the new dude? I got a new wig. On. It's been on since what? What I put it on Saturday? Y'all, it's a frontal. I can't even believe I got it on. Hold on, let me show y'all. I can't believe it. It's a frontal. Ooh! I cut it, put some layers in it. So it's a little something. Y'all, Texas is hot. No, it really don't make no sense how hot it is here. I don't think y'all understand. It does not make any.
Hell.
For real, it's ridiculous how hot it is here. So the fact that this wig has been on for 3 days is amazing. Shout out to, listen, and what glue did I use? I think I put, look, so they supposed to like boycott at Eben, New York, but Eben got some good products. So I don't know. Y'all gotta give me some other stuff, cause the only other glue that I use for my lace is what's the Erica J? Hold Me Down adhesive. Now that is the truth. That Erica J is the truth. Okay. But Eben is holding me down. Now Eben is hanging on in there. So shout out to Eben. All right. Y'all, it's been another episode of Soulful Sundays. Listen, make sure you're following me on all social media outlets. Stop playing. If you tune into the show and you are not following me on everything, shame on you. You are weird. Okay. Because that's all I ask over here. Okay. Is for you to follow me on social media. So make sure you follow me on Instagram. Okay. At TalksWitTy_. Make sure you head on over to the YouTube channel and hit the subscribe button. Do not be weird. Okay? Don't be weird. Please don't be weird. Make sure you follow us on TikTok at TalksWitTy the podcast. All right. If you have questions for me and you are too shy to ask them in the live, head on over to your email, type in at TalksWitTy@outlook.com and send me your questions, comments, or concerns. I will address them anonymously on the show. Of course, they won't be fully anonymous because I'm going to have your email, but the world will not know that I'm talking about you. Okay? So if you want to ask Ty, go on over to Talks with Ty at Outlook and ask me whatever it is that your little heart desires. Okay? All right. I will see you guys tomorrow. And listen, I'm on mommy duty now. I'm working this out. We getting it together. I was 30 minutes late tonight, but I made it. Okay. So we're still going to shoot for the goal of 9 p.m. tomorrow for Mindful Mondays. All right. Mondays tend to be a good show. Y'all be in here with Monday, honey. So come on back. Make sure you put your notifications on. Okay. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and then don't be weird. All right. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me. As always, I am so happy that you came back. It's your girl, Ty. I love you. I appreciate you. No matter what, keep going through. I will see you guys in the next episode. Make sure you follow us on TikTok and Instagram for real so y'all can catch the jewels of the day. All right. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.
Human beings have one job. Self-care. Take care of yourself so that when the people you love fall, your arms will be strong.
I can't save nobody. I put my cape down, sorry. I'm gonna need some boundaries, 'cause I'm keeping my peace. I can't save nobody. I put my cape down, sorry.